predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Path is
Okay.
okay. Curing. Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Curing PTSD and redevelop. Nay,
Go ahead.
from the beginning. Redeveloping
Redeveloping.
the superhero within. Curing PTSD and redeveloping the superhero within. In a 15-year process of dismantling traumatic experience and regaining an equilibrium to see and embrace the world has become a rudimentary equation for healing and a potential map for others' spiritual journeys to a new self. It has taken thousands of hours, dollars, miles, and people, but there is hope. It is by no means an overnight journey, but it is possible. It is not one size fits all, but rather tailored to your own spirituality, experience, predicament, and path. It is a journey through many breakthroughs, letdowns, relapses, hospitalizations, inpatient, outpatient, crisis, shrink, who throw heavy drugs at you, spiritualists who throw the latest trends at you, quacks who throw oils, vitamins, powders, lotion at you, parents and family who solve your problems through their television programs, books and magazines, friends who believe and don't believe your pain, neighbors who doubt you, and some cooks who may be hunting you. The journey is long, painful, exhausting, but undoubtedly worth it when everything is illuminated and you begin to see the world in a light and reality beyond your peers' understanding and perhaps above society's. God gives us trauma to give us insight. If we are able to harness the pain, energy, and intensity, we become the superheroes our media loves to help us dream about. Look deep, breathe deeper, trust in yourself, your team, and your close family. Embrace your moment in insanity and build your family's tomorrow, one day at a time. Chapters. Onset. Take time to heal the physical. Drowning in experience. Building a bridge to others' pains and understanding. Superpower of empathy. Art therapy and directing energy, time, and momentum. Finding the right balance of medications. Exercise. Sport. Nature. Family. Art. Spirituality. Travel. Breathe. Embracing your place, family, and life. Rebuilding. Understanding natural rhythms. Focusing energy. Reconciling childhood traumas and past. Finding the right peer groups. Shedding negative relationships. Withdrawing to Walden. Writing your Bible. Being Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna. Moving forward. Embracing you. Onset. Trauma happens and chaos strikes. We are all given our own private journey and viewpoint of the world. Sometimes that entails unpleasant, disturbing, and life-altering experiences, especially when we are in risky occupations with higher road, time, injury, and casualty rates. The energy and forces at play in today's world are well beyond what our ancestors dealt with and that our brain capacity is accustomed to. Our threshold has not changed or adapted as fast as our technology. Our transportation, war machines, and civilization is beyond comprehension to our forefathers, and when forces collide, our fragility is put to a test. Our beautiful machines can make quite the mess, and how we reconcile that is the testament to our generation's adaptation. Out of respect for my experience, I will not go into detail. I have reconciled with what has taken place, and to all those involved. It was life or death emergency, and the energy involved cascaded me on a path beyond all that I have imagined before. It changed the core of my being and ultimately led to a greater being, understanding and path, although it took a decade for that to transpire. The immediate was ugly, the ugliest I had ever seen. The brain was pushed beyond all normal thresholds, and that pathway of emotion, synapse, and adrenal response was fried into my brain. A record track that my emotional needle would jump to every chance it could. Flight, live. Flight, ride. Flight, die. I'm lucky I was raised in a peaceful household. I was given no response for fight nor violence towards my fellow man. It has served me extremely well in my healing process, as I do not jump to a fight instinct, and I therefore do not react violently, instinctuality, as I suppose some soldiers and children raised in more desperate circumstances might. This response leads to more drastic social responses, namely police, judicial, clinical, and unfortunately potential incarceration. Something like 75 of people in prison suffer from mental illness. What if we got them before they cascading spirals and taught them healthy coping mechanisms before they lashed out in primitive ways? My first and only fight took place when my brother was being made fun of outside of elementary school. A comedian was making fun of his handicap. I took the comedian's lunchbox and hit him over the head with it, and chased him and his sister all the way home. That night my brother and I had to go to their house and apologize and promise never to fight again. My father was a great healer, and he knew his embarrassments and humbling experience sitting on a Davenport in a Midwestern living room with mortal enemies would have a profound effect on us. It did. I never raised a hand against anyone ever again. My mechanism for survival was flight. Take time to heal the physical. Heal the physical first.